Oh, Loudy, it's time for some penis. Went to the Reno PTC and brought Evil Plant Man. Was a Swiss champ out of 29 people and made top 4. The list to the deck is in the description. Basically, I build a lot, I poke sometimes, and I play huge giant attack turns that can't be stopped because of how good Time Slow is. Pretty good at blocking too, lots of defensive foundations. Really nifty and well-rounded deck, just like I like to play. It has 4 Gyro Crush, it's a good poke, and it's good on a kill turn. I have 3 Nivose, it's really good on a kill turn, and usually I don't want to reversal with it because it's too risky in this format. Hellgate usually does the most killing out of any of my attacks. Perhaps it should be 4 main board instead of 3 main board. Time Slow enables everything. Like, open with Time Slow and then play any attack, and it's good. It just enables everything, especially Nivose. I think I regret not having one of Dragon Flare main board. I'll probably change that up. I don't think I had to side in Novitiate a single game that whole tournament. My 1 copy of Damnation put in a lot of work whenever it got out, that's for sure. I don't regret playing 4 Egotisticals. Getting that extra 6 check now and then helps a lot, and because I can put it on top after I plant Man Enhance. And because whatever I draw off Egotistical, it's usually big value on account of Plant Man. Siding in Vega was a help a lot of the time if I was ever going second. Or if I'm just ever playing a degenerate deck that just tries to check really good on turn 1 or 2. Anyways, my first game was versus a Reno player named Daniel playing good Kyo. Seemed pretty new to the competitive scene. Had his own homebrewed good Kyo deck. When you play a fair deck like he did, and you have to check everything, it gets really wrecked by Time Slow played as a block, which is what I did a lot of the time on that game, and usually had the Revoke to go for his multiple copies whenever we played them. Second game, Jeremy Johnson playing Death Blanca, which is a deck that I like a lot, playing whatever suite of Blanca attacks you want that are charge or slam, and then 4 of Burning Blitz Vortex, which in Blanca, he always has the guaranteed momentum with his enhance once per turn, so that makes Burning Blitz Vortex 10 damage usually at least. But decks like that went off of one particular synergistic strategy is usually undone by evil support like Revoke and Good and Evil and stuff like that, and being able to have high quality blocks most of the time helped a lot too. But Death Blanca is a deck that I like a lot, and I wish it could have topped. But there's a lot of decks that didn't top in this tournament that I thought would have topped. Like Daniel Schussler's been playing Earth Woodman for a month and didn't top. So it's a big crapshoot whoever tops when there's so many good players and decks that deserve to top. Third game was against Ari playing Bomb Man. I think everyone knows how that deck works. He usually runs on 0 foundations. He never had more than 2 foundations in any of the games we played. 2 out of the 3 games we played, he played 2 clear cutters on his turn 1, which sucked. I still managed to clinch it because I side in Vega is very good against Bomb Man. I have high quality blocks. It could have gone either way though. Fourth game was against Tim's Combo Eva deck. It's a deck that you're usually at the mercy of how well the deck can set itself off, and in this case, it was pretty average or below average on the deck being able to execute the combo properly. He made bad checks, and the combo wasn't there a lot of the time. Contributed a lot to my win. The deck is really good at dishing out a lot of damage anyway, even without the combo. Like Combustion Orb is 10 damage, which is half my life. Scary stuff. Fifth and final round. I had a perfect tie match with Sam Tate's Padley deck. It was a really hard fought game. We both tried really hard in that one, but we just no ground got given or taken, and we ended up being 0-0. Round 5. Going into the top 8, I played against Brett Hillman's good Kyo deck, which personally I hate having to play on a stupid gimmick like having to have my one kill be multiple a billion, Explosion. I got second place with Chaos Kyo one time in a PTC. And in my opinion, Chaos has way better defense and synergy with Kyo's momentum. But good is an underplayed symbol, so I appreciate any deck that plays good. And even playing good as a slow deck in this case, it takes a lot of skill and micromanagement to do, because to fend off all the shit that's in this format that kills you on turn 2 or 3. And in at least one of the games that I won, it's because I made 5 checks in a row. I'm pretty sure it was 5 checks in a row. I don't remember checking any attacks on my win turn on the second round. Getting Shane Duckworth to shuffle your deck is apparently really good. I think my final attack lineup for that turn 2, or that game 2 win was, I think it was Time Slow, Hellgate, and 3 Nivose. All 3 Nivose in my deck. I wasn't in desperation. I checked 5s for each of them. So, yeah, even though Nivose by itself is pretty tame, I think, just because it's low speed, like, it's still, like, a bastard to have to block those after a Time Slow. And because I'm giving them all speed with Plant Man. Yeah, it's kind of like how, like, Void sucks balls, but when all the stars aligned and then Void Athena became a thing because of all the good support synergizing with each other in one place. That's kind of what just happened just now to Evil with the release of Platinum. 2 huge, powerful attacks, Time Slow and Plant Barrier, synergized so good with the other attacks in my deck, Nivose and Hellgate Executioner, that, it's like a perfect storm for killing your opponent randomly, just like Void Athena. And then, like, I had this my top 4 game against Ryan's Jury deck, and this game was, like, stupid. Like, UFS players don't care if there was, like, if, like, people who didn't play UFS watched our game get streamed, they would think that this game is a joke because of how ridiculous we play. So, anyway, I got Shane Duckworth to shuffle my deck on round 1, so I won that game, obviously. I don't think he shuffled my deck in round 2, so I didn't get that one. And I sided in Vega 2 for round 2, just because Vega going second is usually good. But I didn't get that one either. So going first, round 3, sided in Plant Man again. But Shane did not shuffle my deck, so I got pretty screwed mostly. Like, I don't think I was winning that game, but there was this one time, Ryan said he's really tired, and it's obvious because, he tried to block with that one high attack in his finals game against a low attack. So anyways, I'm probably not going to win because I have 12 attacks burned in my discard, and it's like turn 3 of the game, and so I'm probably never going to draw a proper kill. And but when he's attacking me, he's killing me. He opens with a Ghost Ryukin or something, and then he plays the Tatsumaki one that says burn 2. No one can draw or add cards to their hand. So he does that. So his first E with that attack is Deliverance. So right when he draws with Deliverance, he says it just like this, like really fast and casually, like, "Oh my god, I just drew a Maxima Laser. Can you please not draw?" And I just say pass. I just immediately say pass without missing a beat. And I'm like, and then he says, Tatsumaki, whatever the Tatsumaki thing's called. He's like, and I'm like, oh shit, what did I just do to myself? And, because apparently he wasn't bluffing. And he really did draw the Maxima Laser. And he did barely kill me because I did not draw with my one homemade explosives I had, which could have potentially drawn a block. Pretty ridiculous way to close out a top 4 game. It was a well-deserved win. It was a deck that was very well tuned, and I am glad that out of the top 4, 2 of the decks are evil. One of them is death. The other one was life. Yeah, I had a blast. Looking forward to Evil Master Race. Yeah, and especially looking forward to when King of Fighters finally rotates, which will be, never.